Carmine Corp, they've not gone behind in series so far in this single elimination playoffs, and they still might not. At 15 seconds left now. Rise into the center. Vatira gets it past Exotic. Charlie is up, and he's taking it out of the game. It's gonna go into the back of the net. Maybe.
And here we go.
And finalist, BDS versus K-Corp.
Check. Now they said this is the best grand finals possibly ever. And this is just online qualifier. So like this ain't no real deal tournament. We ain't in the majors, and we ain't at the majors, and this the grand finals. We on an online qualifier, and they said this is the best grand finals possibly ever. And it's no Zen in here. Without Zen. Zen is not in the grand finals.
2 weeks ago, we confidently proclaimed that EU now had its very own Big Four. But now, Stumpy, are Carmine Corp on the
Should I take a shot every time K-Corp scores? K-Corp my favorite team on,
it's going to
on
be
the EU
a
side.
massive stamp of
on the NA
dominance.
side
if
is
they're able to
Gen G.
take it past a BDS that looked on fire versus Oxygen.
I'll take a shot every time K-Corp scores.
Last regionals semi-finals. That was a best-of-7 reverse sweep for Carmine Corp over BDS. They managed to win 3 on a trot and then couldn't secure a single one in the next 4 attempts. Carmine Corp, they don't want it to be that close. And Rise starting off the scoring for the blue.
Shit.
It's the reverse of what we saw
if
earlier.
we doing that there, let's start it all right now.
2 or so seconds. This time from another kickoff play, the complete opposite. Rise doing what he's been doing, it seems, for generations now, Stumpy. The simple task of putting the ball in the net.
And we've seen a good few times as well where Carmine Corp have got so many kickoff strats. Like Pharaoh was saying yesterday, he's like, nah, it's all random. And then literally did the IRL cheeky, like, tongue out emoji where he's just like, no, we've got a lot going on. So definitely going to be seeing a lot coming out from Carmine Corp here. And BDS, they're playing somewhat reactively to it. We saw it in the last series as well, having to react to what is going to be going on from their opposition. But Carmine Corp certainly on the front foot to start this one.
Vati, my boy, man.
For
my
BDS,
favorite,
they've got their own box of tricks, and
Charlie,
the player who's joined them most recently, is at the forefront of that. He's been looking sublime for them, you know, especially considering he comes into the Rlcs as a new player with BDS to get reverse swept in that first semi and to make it back to a grand final, showing themselves.
Man, you still ain't taken the shot yet. I know, Chet.
Look at the strength of these two teams as well across the regional so far. When you look at the goals, the score and assists, every single one has number 1 and number 2 as either a BDS player or a Carmine Corp player. They are smothering the top end of the boards. This is our 2 best teams in this regional so far. Rise setting up vatira on that chance, comes down, trying to spike it past Monkey and Exotic, isn't quite able to, and Aldrali on the push in the opposite blue half, takes it away from anybody on his team. Vatira can clear. Now Atto in the midfield to try and make something magical for the Blues.
Carmine Corp, who now have a slight monkey off their back, in the sense that they have made it to Copenhagen, that is guaranteed, so playing with house money here, but they will of course still feel the pressure from Team BDS, especially with passing plays like that.
From one end of the pitch to the other, midfield finds Charlie, finds Monkey Moon, finds corner, Exotic, and then success at the end. We saw it from Rise's perspective. Exotic came out of nowhere to strike it right from above him. And bear in mind that, yes, you talk about KC, they've already made the major. They're still, you know, trying to make it through. They've got that number 1 seeding going through already in the event, I believe. I might be corrected on that. But BDS, if they get the win here, they basically are going to clinch the major by just making Swiss in the next open qualifier. So not too much pressure. They've done it twice already so far, but there's still that little percentage, but a win would put them well on their way to a guaranteed spot.
I always love this stage of the splits when you're starting to get major implications. From every result, every goal can change so much. The dominoes fall or are re-raised in certain combinations. Johnny comes forward. Atto is waiting. He's been so good the last couple of days, but he's been defending there. Monkey Moon to the backboard. He is looking alive right now. He's looking happy with his team. Drally, it's a bit of a wasted shot right there, but more BDS tippy-tap shots.
Halfway through the game, our team's completely on parity with each other. Drali now challenging in that blue box. Ball ends up falling towards Rise. No boost for Drali. Was hoping that mid boost was going to spawn. Instead, Rise goes towards that side wall. Boosts up instead of going to the wall. Wants to get there as quick as he can. Exotic over the top. Drali's going to receive. Only Rise to beat. It's near target. Anyone to shoot. Who else but Monkey Moon?
Look at the pace here from Drali. Look at the confidence.
On
Exotic.
top,
He beat his man, and Drali was pretty much already up. A double beat there for Team BDS. And they are showing, as they should, no respect to this monolithic Karmine Corp right now.
Yeah, KC, we've seen how well they've gone through so far, and we spoke to them previously, or spoke about them rather, in the previous series when they were playing against Magnifico. The demo leads to nothing, unfortunately, for Karmine Corp, and they don't want to be demoed out of the event. Ha ha ha. As you know, we've seen before that with the G2s, with everybody else leading our regions, they are wanting to make sure that they do not get beaten in the main events.
Yeah, they're wanting to, but that's another chance for Team BDS. 2 or 3 occasions we've seen clean shooting opportunities, and the finishing hasn't quite been there. So despite this lead, it's not been perfect from Team BDS, which I'm sure Karmine Corp will take some heart in, but this is, as you said, Stumpy, on the day, the hardest competition that Karmine Corp have been up against. Steamrolling through everyone. I can't see them steamrolling through Team BDS based on the opening 3.5 minutes of this grand finals.
Ain't no steamrolling through BDS, chat. I don't want to eat, and then y'all be hearing me.
Competition happening all the way here at the depth as vatira has Rise to his right. How many times have we said that over the years? Rise almost completes the job. Could have connected, but couldn't quite. Atto comes in, though, gets the double. It should be saved. And Exotic sends it to even more safety.
The Karmine Corp press coming through as Rise pre-jumps on that, but Drali from the backboard still intercepts. Now Atto versus Drali at the back battle.
I watch these shit, I watch to learn
can't
too.
Quite tap in as vatira.
I don't be watching just to watch. I watch to learn and see how they play.
Does clear the ball away. We are under 1 minute remaining in game number 1. Rise challenged by Exotic early. No chance until a couple of whiffs come in. Exotic
going to
have to
anybody else
go
like
for it
that,
high
bro.
as Drali challenges low, and Karmine Corp, they start to swarm. Nothing from it yet, and 20 seconds gone.
Rise, though, puts it into the corner. Monkey Moon is already up there, beats it away. Karmine Corp, they've not gone behind in series so far in this single elimination playoffs, and they still might not. It falls to Atto, and he makes no mistake.
30 seconds remaining, and from that pinch, Rise fakes. That's almost everything. It's a combination goal of everything that we have seen so far throughout our teams. It was a pinch into a pass, which ended up being a fake, which we've seen a lot in the air, and then finally that shot coming through. An equalizer for Karmine Corp, and BDS need to make sure that does not ruin their momentum.
You suspect that BDS have to stand up tall for the next 20 seconds. Karmine Corp will smell blood as vatira puts it into the center. Wants to juke it between them all. Not quite done this time. Monkey Moon has to get some boost, but he gets those reinforcements. It's looking like they're going to have to be holding on now. vatira, another demo comes in from Atto! And Rise
that was a crazy play, chat.
into the heart.
A late winner, potentially, with vatira avoiding the ball. Fakes out the flip reset as well. Bottom corner found for Rise. But 6 seconds. BDS going up against one of the best kickoff teams in Europe. A chance for them to upset. With Atto taking it very safely towards the side. Nobody being too crazy on the side of Karmine Corp. That one pinching long. It's going to hit the ground. Karmine Corp delivered the first Game 1 loss to BDS this entire regional.
They are mentality monsters. Karmine Corp. They were, what, 50-odd seconds away from losing that one. End up winning it before overtime.
In regulation.
Like, even improved.
End of that series. They warmed back, yes. From right to
going up. You
regulation.
These aerial fakes, I mean, how on earth do you defend against?
Kickoff 2 plays, and also secondary arms race of plays going on right now with pre-jumps into then also aerial fakes, and also sending either 2 men to the ball or making sure, very nice fake kickoff 2, but it does get pressure over towards that BDS side. But now Atto has boost, a lot of boost on the side of Karmine Corp.
Charlie was so close to being clobbered out the sky there by vatira. Rise does the same to his teammate. And Karmine Corp just continuing to toy. It's 0-0. You're 18 seconds into Game 2 in a grand final. We've already seen 2 air bump attempts and a fake kickoff. Just fearless from them.
30 seconds in, the quality maintains its absolute heights that we've seen so far. But the pressure falling towards BDS. Nobody really taking the initiative on it and gives vatira a decent amount of space. But one bumped out the sky. Atto now to the ground, catches, flicks over the top. But Drali reading it wonderfully. That back corner is going to fall now towards vatira. A touch from Atto, can't quite commit it.
That hit by him was still insane, chat.
Dunk
like he still managed to get a hit off of it.
Well, nice touch there from Monkey Moon to give Charlie just a sniff at something. He won't be able to get the second touch because vatira is shepherding. They managed to get it past a couple. Rise helps out. I'm not sure vatira wanted him there. So the ball does fall to Monkey Moon. Team BDS. How they would love a goal. What that could do to their mentality right now, because Karmine Corp, no matter how good the team composition is, they grind it out of you. They almost grinded away an own goal there. from their defending as Monkey Moon charges that one down in the air. BDS stepping up now in game 2 after calming for having it their own way.
And making sure that BDS try to ground as many of their opposition into dust. We've seen demos now starting to come through, and Atto responding with one on Monkey Moon. vatira to the ceiling with the reset.
Oh my god! Nice!
Grand final magic!
He just kept on going. First the flip reset bounces off the ceiling. Passes Drali, rises there as well.
Oh my god! I didn't even know he did that.
The ceiling with the seen demos now starting to come through, and Atto responding with one on Monkey Moon. vatira to the ceiling with the reset, and then the double vatira. Grand final. The ceiling with the reset, and then through, and Atto responding with one on Monkey Moon. vatira to the ceiling with the reset, and then the double vatira.
Oh my fucking god!
Magic!
Hits the roof. Flips. Oh my god!
Passes Drali, rises there as well for some reason. Why not?
We just talking about Vati and he do some shit like that.
Stunner!
Stunning grand final goal to open it as well. Before anybody on BDS has got over 50 points as well. What dominance we've seen from this game 1 so far. And vatira going for yet another shot. And I say dominance just purely by the fact they've got that goal. Atto can't quite drop it low enough. BDS have had a great push. They've had 3 shots on target. But now it falls back down towards vatira. No chance for him to work it past the defender. Now Drali, left-hand side with 3 boosts. Nothing can come from it. And then Rise comes in. A double tap potentially no. Exotic shutting it down.
Team BDS doing just about enough to avoid going too behind. I thought that was going to be Rise. Had a real open shot there. It could still happen. No, the 2 of them on the goal line. BDS holding out for as long as they possibly can. Have to get these touches. That miss from Atto will help. Drali steaming in. He'll steal the boost as well. So a chance for a sweep demo, especially with that demo. Monkey
wasn't good enough.
Shoot on time. Now he's exotic. Drali's arriving. He's going to put it into the back of the net here. Again, not quite there. Carmine Cobb, of course, can defend well as well. But this is where Team BDS want the ball.
I can't help but think that KC maybe could have scored on that chance. Not just with the pass, but when it was completely open. The touch from vatira, I believe, on the back wall just came out a little bit too far. But yeah, BDS, they got a good chance to make sure that they were able to chase a couple more chances over in that blue side. Atto with 1, can't get it around Monkey Moon as he taps it low. vatira now up high, dodges the demo from Exotic, lures 2 into the play.
He missed.
A miss from Exotic.
Where his teammates at?
Monkey Moon and Drali, fate, completely.
Nice!
You just knew! When Atto went up, he had a Rise in front of him. He hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention to Exotic. He's trying to snake his way around, but he turns his attention to When Atto went up, he had a Rise in front of him. He hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention.
How did they fucking
When Atto went up, he had a Rise in front of him. He hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention to Exotic. He's trying to snake his way around. He hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention to Exotic. He's trying to snake his way around.
I'm still learning that shit.
Hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention to Exotic. He's trying to snake his way around, but my goodness, it's cruelty yet again.
That was gorgeous play. Every single player on Carmine Court involved with the Atto Musty, which he's definitely been doing more and more. Maybe, you know, somebody on vatira's team always has to be doing those late game musties. We've seen Joya proves to whenever he gets a little bit confident in a game. But Atto now sending it central again, and BDS having to chase 2 goals.
I feel like, hey, chat, learning reads is hella fucking important, bro. Learning how the ball is gonna bounce off the wall, that's one of the most important things in Rocket League that's so underrated. Everybody be so focused on let me go hit the ball and let me go make a play happen. But in order to make a play happen, you gotta know how to fucking read the ball off the ball, man. Especially as you get higher and higher and climb the top of the rank, you gotta know that shit. Otherwise, you can't do nothing.
Monkey Moon chases it back. Actually takes the ball completely away from Atto. Very thankful for him to be there if you're a BDS supporter. Up high with 1 minute left. An air dribble doesn't go much further than vatira.
That's crazy.
If you're a BDS chases it back. Actually takes the ball completely away from Atto. Very thankful for him to be there if you're a BDS supporter. Up high with 1 minute left. An air dribble. Very thankful for him to be there if you're a BDS supporter. Up high,
like I said, I watched to learn, chat. I apologize if I keep winding it back.
Goal line.
I'm watching to learn as well, though.
Just into the corner. Now vatira setting it high, right side. Drali an interception. Sealing a reset. Another reset onto the back door. Who's going to be there?
That's a tough one to score because it's going to go so slow.
Defense, and this show from KC is that blue wall that we relish so much.
Rise sends this one long. Carmine Corp 33 seconds away from making this a long, long way back for Team BDS.
Nice.
Great
Exotic tries to tee up Drali. It was good enough. It was scary for Drali, but Drali had the mechanics to make the most from it. And now Atto can just steal some more seconds away. Vatira's up. They don't even need to score, Stumpy. They just have to try and keep BDS at arm's length for not too much longer. Atto doesn't even need the flip reset. Rise is taken
Final
out.
10.
Who cares, say Carmine Corp. 8 seconds left. We can keep you out for this long. We can keep you out for a few more seconds.
I like
it's
that.
going to be 2-0 to keep you out for this. Rise is taken
Final
out.
10.
Who cares, say Carmine Corp. 8 seconds left. We can keep you out for this long. We can keep you out for a few more seconds. It's going to be 2-0 to Carmine Corp. And we can keep you out for a few more. Say Carmine Corp. 8 seconds left. We can keep you out for this long. We can keep you out for a few more seconds. It's going to be 2-0 to Carmine Corp. And Team BDS are struggling to lay a glove.
2-0 KC.
After that late game win that we saw from Carmine Corp in game number 1, I am now not surprised that we are seeing a timeout coming from BDS. It is exactly what they need. Again, no one to keep preaching. 2-game loss, get a timeout going. Make sure that you can have that little bit of a buffer game. But my word, the quality of goal that we saw from Carmine Corp was astounding there. Vatira on that solo play all the way down the pitch, one of the highlights of the weekend. And then you see the goal coming through this one. Atto goes up high, gets onto the musty with the reset, and Rise is just bumping as many BDS players out the way as he humanly can.
The Rise homing missile is turning into one of my favorite assets of this Carmine Corp squad. You know, just when you think you've kept them away, you've double committed in a good way, I guess, when you're defending on the goal line, got the ball away, got some boost again. Suddenly you look up and Rise going da-da, da-da, and just turning around and staring you down. That's what they've got to talk through, Stumpy. That's what Team BDS have to deal with.
Yeah.
I am running out of ideas how.
I mean, realistically, they have got the winning formula on their side. They know that the game plan that they have of being aggressive does work. But then you talk about the aggression of both of these teams, and then you look at it statistically. BDS so far have got the best defense for the event. They've got the lowest number of goals against, and then they've got the third highest shots against. So they're taking shots against them so infrequent.
Who stole
the all in the series doesn't matter. Be like the bloke in the background. Clap. Get yourselves awake. Be as present in this series as you humanly can, as you have been in the event. Keep pressuring Carmine Corp and give us more games to enjoy. Carmine Corp and give us more games to enjoy.
BDS, it's all on you. Can you make this happen? That's a good start from Exotic. Can he follow it up? He wants to just try and track Atto's touch. A bit of pace, a bit of creation from them. I want to see all of them in the Carmine Corp half really try and make them struggle. They get each other's way, but it works its way in, and the buff works.
Pinch in top corner. Thank you very much, says Monkey Moon. Atto and Vatira bumping each other respectively, and then Monkey Moon, not even a pinch, just managing to slot in the opposite side, straight out of reach. 22 seconds in, a BDS lead.
We've seen this before, the way BDS are taking the lead, and Carmine Corp, the lead, sorry. And Carmine Corp have done something funky from the kickoff. Not this time, just the default, but it does allow Rise in. Atto wants to get the double, can't quite do it. Exotic, lovely little play. Letting the ball run across his body so he can bring it up. And then here he is again. Exotic is coming online.
A man on fire, Exotic, in this entire event so far.
Exotic
Flicks it high, forces
in.
Vatira, forces Rise as well to make a decision and then shy away from it, and he can then carry on. We've seen how much KC go for these pre-jumps. If you can use that against them, that's what BDS need to do. Force them to go for it, and then read the awkward
I can't tell you how many times I looked at this map for this field and did not know that the center of this
in the kickoffs
was the Rocket League ball.
Into that challenge there.
Was the design for the Rocket League ball. I did not know.
Monkey Moon is waiting and lingering. As a pass into the center if he can find it. Exotic's up yet again. Think of the amount of clean strikes Exotic is getting. He needs Charlie to help him out there, though. And he does with aplomb. A couple of touches, 17 boosts left as well. I wonder if that will come in helpful. He's just waiting for this ball. Enough to go for it and clear BDS's lines.
Vatira up high with a miss. Didn't have enough boost. Maybe thought I'm not going to do anything with it anyway. Goes central, tries to find Atto. But defense strong enough. Drali with a lovely fake out, then gets control, gets pressure. Playing for BDS here into the corner. Will there be a double touch? Gets shut down by Vatira on that chance, and then Exotic sent to that scrapyard.
Atto wants to go over the top of Drali. He almost manages it, but not quite there. Drali is performing admirably defensively, only 22 points to his name, but certainly performing much better than that as far as my eye test goes, at least. Atto, we all know he's performing better than maybe anyone in this tournament, but Drali is winning that ball yet again. All three Team BDS players on the left wing waiting to see what vatira's going to do. The answer to that question is try and tee himself up. And it falls to Rise.
I can't see KC winning 4 in a row again. You know what I'm saying?
Rise making sure that he shows his former team, the one that he left to come to KC4, that KC was absolutely the right shout for him. And he said there is no world right change from the blue wall. And I absolutely believe him. This really does feel like it's going to be his home for the foreseeable future. And it's wonderful to see.
Yeah, it is. Of course, down the other end, Exotic was playing with Carmine Corp last season. They dropped him. So the fact that he's the player for Team BDS now, who really is playing with Carmine Corp last season, they dropped him. So the fact that he's the player for Team BDS and Exotic was playing with Carmine Corp last season, they dropped him. So the fact that he's the player for Team BDS now, who really is coming online.
I'm learning how to flip reset right now as you see. That's the chapter I'm in my life.
Then he gets the bump. Oh my goodness, they're all involved. They get a touch until Rise steams it and scores.
Yeah, that's the chapter I'm in my life right now, chat. Where I'm learning how to flip reset. But I'm still just a platinum.
And Rise on the relatively open net, a clopen net.
I'm still platinum diamond in that range.
CJ was teaching me yesterday.
Oh, like I'm diamond 2.
And that is now one back for KC. Alarm bells may be ringing in BDS's heads when you look back at what happened in the first game.
So I think it's about time I learned. Because I'm going to need to.
On the floor. Monkey Moon is the final man in front of him. Almost gets past him as well. Steals the boots too. So much good work done by Atto. Carmine Corp found themselves 2 goals down. Now that's halved already and plenty of games still to play. BDS, you feel, have to hold out in this game or this one may well be over. Monkey Moon, it's over the top of Rise. vatira's waiting in there. Carmine Corp never too soon to leave their lines when they're defending. A patient team on top of everything else. Rise, what I am finding, Stumpy, is that Carmine Corp are running out of boost a lot more. BDS are beginning to starve them.
Yeah, and we just saw there, basically all of them had about 30 combined. But now vatira steals boost, gets the demo for double effect, then gets another bump, and then Rise can't tap it in! Neither can vatira! Who's going to be there next? Is Monkey to save it away? A blunder from Carmine Corp!
Yeah, but it was after their favourite party trick, but Team BDS do get away with it. What will that do to their spirit? Atto into the centre, Exotic was waiting for it! I thought for a minute that one would be going in, couldn't quite get the connection that he needed.
What the fuck did Rise?
Was waiting for it! I thought for a minute that one would be going in, couldn't quite get the connection that he needed. But now Rise, again using all of his boost. What can he do with it? Towards vatira it goes. Monkey Moon should be tracking this one. Monkey Moon misses though, but it's only as far as Drali. Atto towards the centre, into the corner this time. Wants to get the redirect, can't quite get it up, but Monkey Moon completely whiffs. Only onto the ball for Drali. Then he gets the dunk, he meant it. We're all good.
3 in a row for Monkey Moon, hoping it's not going to become endemic. But nothing for BDS. It did not lead to any goals, but you don't want to be seeing that in a grand final. Absolutely not. Under a minute remaining. Exotic now, right-hand side. Strong man for BDS. This lead so far maintaining. Rise tries to go for a bump, doesn't land a touch on anybody. Continues going bump, but Atto not enough boost.
Carmine Corp using this bump meta a bit too often in the
What's happening?
BDS are waiting because they're not sure whether to go for the ball or not because Carmine Corp...
Nice! Tie game!
Tempting!
A fake after fake after
We needed
fake,
that.
followed by a miss, followed by a couple more misses, and then a beautiful bit of tiki-taka in the orange half. KC, draw us level, 30 seconds remaining, and we can hear echoes of game 1 in our minds.
I think the Carmine Corp can hear echoes of last regional as well, the one that they were victorious in. They did 6 games last time against Gentlemates, could be even better this time. They have to take this game first. Rise, he booms it long and follows it up yet again. Just kicking this hornet's nest of the BDS defense over and over, fearlessly, tirelessly. But here come Team BDS. Rise into the corner, Exotic is waiting. He goes for the pass, it's the right decision! Oh! Scores!
Phenomenal play for BDS. We see a passing play to get KC back in it, and then another to send them straight back out. Exotic relieves the ball to Monkey Moon. vatira awkward post driving. Can't jump up. BDS,
whoever that was that beat
win
him down
potentially
to
the final 5 seconds. We've seen what 6 seconds can do. A double fake kickoff. It will not be what Carmine Corp wanted. Now Drali just to the floor and you get the win. He will secure it. BDS get their first in grands.
And they get it by holding their nerve, Stumpy. They are realizing that Carmine Corp aren't this usual predictable style of attack. You know, it's not that. You know, with the exactly that. Semi-finals.
Yep.
Now they've got their game. I want to see them do exactly
On the
that.
Manfield.
Time for them to wrestle a couple more from it and potentially rip that trophy out of Carmine Corp's hands. Atto now, one reset, goes middle with it, and Drali then just to pump it long. Only one boost to his name. vatira then finds it back towards Drali, who chased that ball all the way down into the blue half. And Carmine Corp definitely looking to have another explosive start to their game if it can go their way.
And the reason for that, there was another delayed kickoff, followed up and cheated so aggressively as well. So from every kickoff,
nice stop.
Carmine Corp having pretty much a huge advantage. We've got an even bigger advantage after that. Exotic, can he get back? He does just.
That comes with a Monkey Moon back pass as well. Didn't mean it at all. Tried to get a touch towards that blue half. Instead, it absolutely flings off him.
Good bounce.
Atto bouncing it over the top. Monkey Moon is going to be the saviour.
That would have been a crazy goal.
Towards the other side of the pitch. This ball not finding its home or any alliance in either side. And then a shot.
Hit the fucking
ripped on
beamer.
there by Exotic. BDS a lead.
Here he is again, Exotic. Clean finishing has taken Carmine Corp to major victories before. They turned away from him, thought they needed more, but he has always got that in his locker, always ready to strike when the opportunity hits.
Exotic really looking like the player to watch over on BDS's side. Historically, hasn't been any amount of the others. But Exotic, you're right, the former KC man. Minute has now passed, and Drali wanting to cause chaos on that back line. Takes out the reach of Exotic, however, that pass did them well previously, where he got a little awkward touch. Rise sees one in the middle, and then banks on the fact he'd be challenged that way as well, so then can then get a 50 into the corner, but the ball still falls over towards BDS. vatira, left wall, takes it solo, takes it to the ground, wants to go for the bump, as does Atto, only gets vatira. A reset from Rise, a fake from Rise, a shot from
nice
Rise,
try.
but a save. BDS stay firm.
That was smart.
way nervier than it had any right to be. It seemed that BDS had suppressed the danger, but Carmine Corp somehow turned it into something down the other end.
Oh,
His
you gotta score
teammate
that.
Trying to do the same. Not quite on target on that occasion. vatira comes forward now. BDS are back, a bank of 3, able to hopefully keep this ball away, at least for now. Try and keep their lead for a little bit. Try and make Carmine Corp sweat. Rise gets it past one of them, but well, I was going to say they're dealing with this much better, but they're being a little bit passive, whether it's by design or accidentally.
I mean, I think they knew that Rise didn't have any boost there, but equally, you see loads of fake boost plays where you think, okay, he's out, we can take it a little bit slower. Rise, in that instance, might have had 40 in the tank and BDS wouldn't have known, but they took that risk. Now Rise on that right-hand side
not a
does
move
have boost,
on every
72
surface.
name, gets challenged.
Whether it's
now
on the
sending it
roof,
long. It's going to be on target, but vatira
on the sidewalls,
sending
or
it
on the
away
ground.
easily. Rise
And in the air.
misses. Atto does receive it.
That's
reset
one thing
on the
that you got to know that's
pitches
important,
for the
chat,
bump,
is that
but
you got to
Monkey
know how to
Moon, yet
move
again,
on
standing
every
as firm
surface.
as he can.
You got
Read
to.
as well from Monkey Moon there. Atto was almost found by vatira. That Monkey Moon
On
gets
every
in the way,
surface.
just to once more send Carmine
I don't know if
Corp
I would
back.
let him
Here
do
he
that.
is again, getting in the way of everything, intercepting all over the place. Can't block
And I
that one
ain't
from
questioning
vatira.
him. I'm just
Not
saying, me
quite got the
personally,
angle, but what a clean
I don't
touch
know
that
if I would
was.
let him hit that.
Now
So it
vatira
kind of make me
waits to see if
question my
Atto's
damn
gonna
self.
win it.
Like,
He does
should
it
I
to
have?
Monkey Moon yet again. He is
Have I been doing the
hungry,
right
but
thing?
He gets too little on the ball that time.
Because sometimes I'll be
Exotic
like,
has been the defensive man in
I ain't
this
got no
game
chance
for
to
sure.
hit it,
He's
so I'm
made sure
just
that he
flip
rotates
over,
back a little
flip
bit
under.
further than he has done previously, but then will happily
Make
come
it look
up,
like I'm hitting it,
try
and
and
then
take a
they'll
bite
hit
of
it.
that cherry if he is able
But
to,
they, I
as we
mean,
saw
they
for
never
that
really
first
score
goal.
off of it.
2 minutes
But it's
remaining.
just, I
Drali
feel
over
like
1, but Atto's going to snuff out
I
that
always
attempt.
want
The
field
backboard
position.
is his, but very awkward. He takes it away
You know?
from his own player.
I don't know.
Team BDS out shooting Carmine Corp right now by 6 shots to 4. Make it 7.
He's ready for it.
But a big save comes in from vatira. Atto just can't quite break them down right now. These touches that before were eluding
Nice
Team
shot.
BDS's defense, they're sitting a bit further back, just playing that slightly more passive. And Carmine Corp, they have to
vatira
come to
got
grips with the
destroyed.
change in tactics.
These demolitions now starting to rain in for BDS. They're locked and loaded. vatira wants to return fire. Exotic is on target with it, but Atto across the net can keep that one out. Still only that one goal lead. Monkey Moon mumming one off target. Drali shies away from that challenge intelligently. Down the midfield, it does fall towards Carmine Corp to take full control over to the ceiling. Gets bumped. vatira then recovers. A pass central from Rise, and now it's Monkey Moon versus 2.
It wasn't hard enough. It
Don't
wasn't
get
strong
too
enough.
far till Drali and Exotic step in, but neither can actually accept who should take control of that ball. And a shot on target for Carmine Corp does roll a little bit too slowly.
Rise tees up vatira. It almost sprays over the top of Drali. Drali has to stay as tall as possible. Rise can't quite force it in yet again. 45 seconds
Nice.
left. Carmine Corp finally beginning to
Nice
knock
stop.
on the door.
It
Can
was
they make
hard.
this happen? They're sent back yet again. Exotic has the lead.
I don't know how Vatira
That would have been a
that.
chance for that 2-0 for BDS. Now Atto finds Vatira, who's going to be midfield for it. It's Rise, but with a miss. It then falls down towards Drali.
He missed.
BDS moving forward. Monkey Moon faking out Rise, going low underneath Atto. Vatira to receive. 15 seconds. We've seen late game wonders from Carmine Corp.
Vatira's still on the 100 boost. Rise, he has the shooting chance. Atto is still there. Where is Vatira? When is he coming in? He's waiting, but the opportunity just not coming.
Yeah,
BDS send it away yet again. Rise tees up one more chance. Exotic says no, at least for now.
Rise now up high with enough boost to get some real distance on it. Vatira is up next. The one, the second, but nobody central. For
Nice
that
shot,
pass, and BDS,
tied up
by the
2-2.
skin of their teeth in the final minute, do secure that game. And Cog, you said where's Vatira for that shot? He went in for the shot, but it was taken away from him by a teammate who got the reset and then just flicked it past. If there was a little bit more communication, maybe Carmine Corp score there, but BDS stayed firm on their goal. They showed off why they are the #1 defense in this event so far.
Yeah, and you have to be to get a clean sheet against Carmine Corp, especially when they have, what, 8 shots? Takes something incredibly special. They scored after 55 seconds, Stumpy, and then just held out Carmine Corp for the rest of it.
And Carmine Corp are going to be taking that time out. They've now lost 2 games. It's scary times when you look towards the end of this series.
What a save that was.
Carmine Corp have already secured that major, but BDS, they are still vying for their spot.
I'm just looking back at these highlights now, and Vatira making that save just to keep things as terrifying as possible for Team BDS all the way to the end. Keep those heart rates up, the adrenaline pumping, so when Carmine Corp then do take their tactical timeout, BDS are sort of trapped in this limbo of still ready to go but having to wait. It must be horrible.
Ferrer standing behind Carmine Corp now, making sure that his words are getting through to the boys, that he keeps them cool, calm, collected, and ready to make sure that game number 5 is going to be going their way. They have a game plan. I think out of any team in Europe, you look at game plans and you look at who formulates them, and Ferrer has been the man behind, the genius of so many teams historically. Vitality before Carmine Corp, of course, and then on Carmine Corp, making sure that when you look at when you look at your coach be making good decisions, you can see the vision that he has in his mind. He can get that through to the 3 players on KC.
Well, Ferrer has another 30 seconds with his team to try and springboard them to his personal, as a coach, 7th RLCS event win in a row, including majors, including world championships. Now we're here, back online, but it doesn't feel any lower pressure. You know, you still have all these eyes watching you. You are still locked in to competitive 3v3 matchup. Who do you favour here, Stumpy?
This is completely split down the middle. And what a brilliant performance from both teams to make it split down the middle too. They went through both of their semi-finals 4-1. They took a bullet in the arm, but then they continued to fight through. And it's definitely going to be interesting. Whoever takes game number 5 puts them on that series championship tournament point, whatever you want to call it. And early chances falling already to BDS.
Yeah, that's where you want Exotic as well, having those clean shots. Vatira, that's where you certainly want him. The redirects, the fancy plays. 2 chances, 1 for each team. Both go begging. Monkey maybe doesn't miss this one. BDS are turning this ship around.
And Monkey Moon is going to be at the helm. Exotic sends it over one defender. Monkey Moon on with complete and utter speed. Vatira was near enough on that ball, and yet his lightning fast reactions still couldn't contend with the speed that Monkey Moon shot with.
This is also a complete opposite from the last time these two played. With that reverse sweep, once the momentum went the way of Carmine Corp, BDS couldn't deal with it. This time it's Carmine Corp who took the early lead. BDS, now they have their momentum. Are they able to really just keep tearing the flesh off their opponents? Exotic puts it wide. It's more good defending from them.
It's a good pinch though, going long. Atto's going to take a sensible and controlled touch. Gets over a defender, goes for the bump on the next. Rise, central, Vatira central with it. That was completely open.
Yeah, missed a couple of double taps for Vatira. Completely unlike him. The serial winner, the serial championship Sundayer. You expect him to sink those all day long. Has to shake himself out of this one, but credit to the way BDS throwing themselves at everything, making it tricky for Carmine Corp.
It's part of the game, it's part of anything you do, man. You ain't gonna always be on.
Another thing BDS are doing very well, actually. When they do get these clean touches, they're making the most of them. Carmine Corp.
But you just need to be on the grand final day.
But
Like,
BDS on top for now. A lovely touch.
Great touch from
Somehow
Drali. Just
gotta
gets
manage
over the top, and
to
Drali
be on,
is
man.
playing a wonderful game so
if you
far.
can't shoot,
He's been
your
an
shot ain't
incredible
on,
player for
you gotta
BDS,
find a way to
and
impact it
credit
some
to
other
that
way.
team and organisation. And a minute and a half in, he's showing that in game number 5, he's still continuing to show up. Midfield sees Exotic beat out Atto. Rise can take a leisurely stroll away from that ball, gets a very awkward touch around. On target, Monkey Moon to dunk, and it goes in!
Just everything beginning to fall the way of Team BDS. Rise. It looked like he had this covered. It also looked like Drali had missed his opportunity. But Monkey Moon, the 21-22 world champion, gets in there to put that one below the crossbar.
BDS going for not a romp over Carmine Corp, but definitely making sure that they are saying, look, lads, you got the late equalisers, you got the late winners, whatever. We can get these early on, and they've been able to prove that they can hold them to 2-2 in the series. Exotic challenging, very strong in that back half. Atto getting a lovely block from that side wall, quite awkwardly positioned for him. Vatira failing to get a long pinch with 0 boost. He's now going to be in trouble. And look at the boost on Carmine Corp's side.
That actually gotta be
Only
so
Rise
frustrating,
has
bro.
got any.
Carmine Corp,
knowing you
tactical
wanna,
timeout
like,
they've
you can
just
do it.
had hasn't
You
seemed to
can
have
do
shaken too much
everything
life into them. BDS
in Rocket
monsters
League.
right now. Rise up
You know
against
what I'm
Monkey
saying?
Moon.
I can air dribble,
Monkey
I
Moon
can
come away with the ball yet
flip
again.
reset, come off
He
the
is
wall,
surely
whatever.
the most improved player in this series. He
But
had a couple
somebody
of top
just can
moments
predict
earlier,
what the
but
fuck
right
you
now,
about to
Carmine
do.
Corp can't get past the Monkey Moon.
and stop you from
Halfway
doing
through the game, and a
all
touch
of it.
on.
Flip
Sees Exotic
reset,
now go for a
flip
bump on a
reset probably the
defender.
hardest
Clever
thing
play.
to stop.
Doesn't get anywhere far. And when's the last
But,
time
like,
we
it's
saw
gotta be
Carmine
so
Corp
frustrating
in
knowing
that
that you can-
orange
you know
half?
everything.
The
Yeah.
ball has been completely
Folks can
isolated.
predict what the hell you about to
Finally,
do.
it gets past. Vatira's on
And
target
just
with a 2
immediately
Monkey
go
Moon
up in the air and
stretches for
stop
the
it.
save.
Challenge it
Oh,
all.
a lovely touch there as well. To get that ball onto the side, bouncing off the ramp into the centre is exactly what I think it was Drali wanted. Monkey Moon wants to tee up Drali. Little half doink there isn't going to be enough to go home. BDS keeping themselves alive even further. Drali has a chance to shoot this one. Preflip gang is here. Monkey Moon shoots, but it's saved.
It caught Atto completely off guard, that
matter.
touch, and yet he still dealt with it from
KC.
Monkey Moon. That, however,
That'll
is
do it.
completely open, and Exotic leaves nobody behind, no witnesses, as BDS secure 3-0 in
KC
game
want
5.
to win, man. They got to
Yeah,
score.
again, though, it's because Team BDS are starting
Early
to
enough.
expect Carmine Corp shenanigans. As soon as Vatira
Damn,
came out,
Chet.
Rise thought that he can, I'll get some bumps. I'll make this tricky for them. Exotic predicted it. He essentially pre-jumped Rise's bump, and they're winning kickoffs too. BDS completely turned this one around. A great pitch from Exotic. Ends up falling for Vatira. Monkey Moon challenges him so quickly, Stumpy.
It's a minute and a half now, and it's Atto seeing Rise central, tries to find Rise, but Exotic and Drali both committing towards that block. Vatira, with only 40 boosts, has to shy away from this challenge, which I know he does not like to do at all. Gets 100 boosts at the back. Atto touches on Vatira. I don't think he was expecting that either, but Monkey Moon absolutely was. It's another chance for Drali to come through. Bumps Atto out of the way, makes it awkward. KC are being hounded in their own half.
The amount of boost deals as well that BDS players are having as they're coming out. Drali beating Vatira clearly to the ball. Huge save from Atto. It's going to count for nothing because still it's
4-0. BDS dominance in game number 5, and the angle from Drali forced Atto for the save, who does wonderfully to get it, by the way, but Exotic there again to poach. That is, by the way, that's 13 shots for BDS and only 3 for Carmine Corp.
I would love to know the last time they were dominated like that in shot statistics and in goals as well. Even better, you can shoot all day long. If you don't score from them, it counts for nothing. But BDS have found their finishing boots. Maybe they're finishing this entire tournament as the EU team on the up.
In that back half, though, we've seen these late winners for Carmine Corp, but even at 4-0 down, I'm still not going to count them out. Right-hand side, Atto, with every second going by, it just looks more and more likely. Vatira was there for the shot, but Monkey Moon clearing our way yet again. Rise with boost, with a reset, with ambition. No touch comes in, and Atto crawls forward a little bit too far. Vatira was removed from the pitch too from a demo. 20 seconds remaining, that's going to be it. BDS take themselves to tournament point.
I mean, the game's over, but Carmine Corp would love a goal for the road here. It would do the world of good for their mentality. And I'm not getting louder and excited because I think all the comeback's on, but I think that matters in the next game.
Mate, if you came out and you said, all right, the comeback's on now, I'd have to kick you from the call. I'm sorry.
I want to test that theory.
I don't think I have admin rights, so you have called my bluff
The
there,
comeback's
unfortunately.
on.
Oh, if only. 3 obviously unable to be come back from, and BDS an astonishing game number 5, the biggest goal difference that we have seen in any of our games so far. Wonderful play from them. That was also our... I think
match point away. Do we go to
on the desk going
do we go to a game 7?
What performance it would be for BDS to do so. Almost every single person on the
We're
desk
back at
going for
Forbidden
Carmine
Temple,
Corp.
but this time at
Chat
9.
going for Carmine Corp. I know for a fact there's going to be a very, very big viewing party going on right now from Cometto. A lot of sad KC fans when they are losing to yet another French team. It does not happen very often. First 30 seconds been very neutral in that midfield, and Ferrer certainly had more words for his team. Rise on target, but Drali, fully regulation save from him.
Well, it was a regulation save after he dodged the bump. I think there were 2 attempts, 2 swipes at him, and he hopped over those, skipped to the ball, and then jumped in joy because he got the save. And now here comes Rise down the other end. Carmine Corp stick to their principles and get the opener.
And that's after being shut out until the final 10 seconds of the previous game as well. They'll be very happy with the goal in just 40 seconds. Gives them a nice early lead, and potentially a game 7 going to be on the horizon for this second regional event as well. Here on Utopia, what a map, what a couple of teams.
I mean, I'd say if I was a BDS fan right now, I'd still be excited.
Oh, he was ready.
The way things are going, Atto gets a save from a mammoth pass from Team BDS, and then the pinch works in Carmine Corp's favour. If they could double their lead, the momentum swing will be complete.
Rise going central with that, but nobody from Carmine Corp there. Instead, a BDS player can clear it long. Atto now down over towards the side of Rise.
I hate when that happens. You up in the air and they kind of hit it towards you, but you ain't got
just
no
about
boost
gets
to
a
go
skimming
in.
touch on it.
Hit it.
Sent high, and then Exotic sending Atto completely away. Drali ceiling instead is found out by Vatira, and we're definitely seeing a couple less pre-jumps coming through for Carmine Corp here so far.
Yeah, a few
man, I want to become best friends with the ceiling,
just
bro.
to sit behind it. I think they have had a slight swing. You know, plan B.
I feel like the ceiling is so underrated.
Here comes Monkey Moon. Shot's not quite good enough. It's saved by Atto, and there's no.
Like, if you think about Zen's goals,
you know, they can't do
his
the same
ceiling
themselves.
pinch.
They have to continue to try and squeeze
It's probably
this
like
Carmine Corp
a
off.
high
Atto's gonna come back. I wondered if he still had a flip.
shot
He didn't.
percentage.
If he had, it could have been
His ceiling
trouble.
pinch. I want to know his shot percentage when he does his ceiling pinch.
He's got to send it.
It's got to be fucking high, chat. Like, think about it.
The only one in this game, Atto,
he hits his ceiling pinch.
Awkwardly, so it gives Monkey Moon an opening to come in to shoot.
That's like his signature. Why is it his signature? Because he scores like,
Atto again to
I'm gonna just throw a random number out there, like 60% of the time. 60% is fucking high when you playing pros, bro.
Same again there. Monkey Moon shoots. Drali's turn this time. You have to get rid of the ball eventually. You can't keep relying on these goal line clearances. Drali goes to the ceiling. A beautiful pre-jump there from Vatira. Monkey Moon, pass Rise. Atto's already there. Exotic. He gets it over and he wants to go to the ceiling. Can't quite do it. So it's plan B. It's the carrier missile. Drali's the player it falls to. But Vatira air dribbles away.
Halfway through the game, again, that one goal from earlier, the only to be scored. Drali with a reset in the midfield, but Atto reads him perfectly. Rise is on target with 0 boost, very little power can be generated, so Monkey Moon sends it to the corner. Again, low boost for Carmine Corp on these attacks. They're being starved before they even get into the orange half. A demo from Vatira. Atto's on the backboard. These are the angles he lives for.
Yeah, but the pinch, the ball just wouldn't fall in time. He wanted a magnet just to drag it downwards in time, but not to be. Carmine Corp are going to have to go back and start running again. Rise can't quite connect this time. It was a good prod towards him. BDS so close to going 2 down. Carmine Corp keep hold of this slender lead. Drali could change that. Monkey Moon could change that.
Good save.
Another save to add to the collection.
Exotic tries to go for a ceiling play, isn't able to, but look, the BDS pressure building yet again. Monkey Moon relatively low on boost. Pass off the ceiling. Exotic is there. Everybody fakes. No problem. BDS, the benefactors.
BDS suddenly the finish line comes charging towards them as Atto and Vatira of all people. The double miss. The BDS pressure was on. Waiting behind.
Wait, what happened right there, chat?
Charging towards them as Atto and Vatira. Yes, suddenly the finish line comes charging.
Benefactors.
Pressure was on. Waiting behind, and the equalizer
Double
has
commit.
indeed been found.
It's a killer, even for the pros.
Minute and a half left for KC to put their stamp on this game and on the regional as a whole. A bump on Monkey Moon, unsuccessful. Vatira came in for the shot based on the fact that bump would be successful. Rise now challenging. Monkey Moon again a save.
Atto sends it forward. Desperation here from Carmine Corp. Do they stick or twist? Will they get a little bit scrappy or keep on playing the way we know they can?
It's a good pass middle from vatira, but blocked out again by Drali. Rising able to get the shot to go in the back of the net. 0 boost for Atto again. Every chance that KC seem to have, they're burning their boost before then they get to the final step. Vatira has to now track back. Finds Atto on that right-hand side. Lovely pre-jump off the wall. Does find him. Exotic with an awkward one. Rise with a fake. I felt like that was going to be happening,
yeah,
but unlike earlier on, nobody was close enough to follow. Vatira from the ceiling, on the reset, on the shot. It's open, on the line, and the save! On the reset,
right
on
here,
the shot.
I feel like if Atto, however you want to say his name, if Atto would have shot that one, I feel like he could have scored. You know what I'm saying? He could have sent a straight beamer.
He went for it. His teammate could have scored. He pulled rank erroneously. Now it's Team BDS. Will they use that to push? Is that the inspiration they need to claim this regional? Atto, he fakes out 2 of them. Drali and Exotic almost squeeze it into their own net. Vatira's left all alone. 15 seconds left now. Rise into the center. Vatira gets it past Exotic. Drali is up and he's taking it out of the game. It's gonna go into the back of the net. Maybe he's taking it out. Left now, Rise into the center. Vatira gets it past Exotic. Drali is up and he's taking it out of the game. It's gonna go into the back of the net. Maybe game 7 approaches. It's gonna go into the back of the net. Maybe game 7 approaches after all.
Carmine Corp let one go earlier. They're not going to let it happen again. Vatira locks on, removes the player. 7 seconds, and we've seen, as I say every time on these late winners, magic happen from these spots. A kickoff going very neutrally. Exotic takes it back into the corner. Rise there with 100 boost, tracks back nicely. Drali central, nobody there for it. Moon does keep it up. Drali gets a demo. It's relatively open. Drali there for his central, just wide. No pass. It's going to come in for any other BDS player. And Cole, I don't know if you looked at the cameras during that late winner for Carmine Corp. They didn't shout, they didn't scream. Literally, Vatira put his hands up and did the gesture of whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, we're good. We can continue pushing through this. Game 7 for our second Open Qualifier champions.
Man, they're like Season 6 Cloud9. You know, these robotic sort of... They're pretty simple for Rise.
Look at my boy Vatis with the slides on.
Towards the center of the goal, but he literally shot in that position. He could have gone more towards the center of the goal, but he literally shot right above the players, and you see the devastation on Monkey Moon's face.
668 points.
Damn, Monkey!
You see the devastation on Monkey Moon. Guarantee hold themselves a spot in the major.
Champions Field, check.
And interestingly as well, Cole, Monkey Moon currently holding the lead for most amount of regional wins in Europe at 8. If Vatira wins here and Carmine Corp get that victory, he ties.
Well, Carmine Corp are sticking to their convictions. Straight away in Game 7, it's the fake kickoffs. They have caused chaos with those throughout this European weekend, and it's put them on the front for 18 seconds in. Rise almost over the top of Monkey Moon. What are these players thinking? Ferrer, the coach of Carmine Corp, going for what must be a long-since record-breaking regional victory. Whereas Team BDS, they want to be back in that conversation for Kings of EU.
Drali taking early swipes at any defender he can get his hands on. Vatira trying to go for Exotic, who completely puts the brakes on and stays out the way of that battering ram.
Exotic to the corner, but Rise is the only player who was reading that one. Drali steamed it ahead of Monkey Moon for the best because Monkey Moon was taken out. Maybe he sensed that his teammate was going to be taken out the earth there. Rise up against Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon gets the save though.
Check. Here we go.
Minute elapsed and Monkey Moon now taking one touch over the top. Drali shies away from that chance. Actually, waits it out and then goes through a little bit of a better touch. 70 boost and Vatira then faking low. These pre-jumps from both sides. Burning boost with no touches on the ball. 15 boost, no dunk on target in favour of Rise there, but Carmine Corp and this deadly press finally abated by BDS.
Their BDS are looking about as comfortable as you could possibly expect against Carmine Corp, but it's never simple. Challenge is going to spoon into the ceiling. Exotic gets the flip reset. Can he get it over Atto? No, he didn't actually get the reset. Atto used all of his boost. Rise then gets the challenge. Drali from the side has to generate some angle, will allow for a counter-attack for Team BDS. It's a little bit safety first right now from these guys.
I mean, nobody wants to be the first team to concede. Ultimately, it doesn't seem to matter, especially when vatira takes a blinder of a shot on Exotic from nowhere, from the rafters, gets a save away.
Yeah, but look at the pressure continuing. vatira asks the hardest question of all for Monkey Moon. Do you have this read? Atto. Continuing. vatira asks the hardest question of all for Monkey Moon. Do you have this read? Atto. Continuing. vatira asks the hardest question of all for Monkey Moon. Do you have this read? Atto. Drali meets him in the air. Now it's Monkey Moon winning it cleanly. We are seeing some clean BDS touches, but they're going nowhere. As for KC, they get pre-jumps, they get attacks, they're alley-ooping it themselves, but it's sent over, at least for now. Atto shoots again, and Monkey Moon saves.
Already on the side of Carmichael, racking up 4 shots, and those are the ones that are counted. There's been 3 or 4 more that have been set up for these shots and blocked out before they even apparate. Rise with 50 with Exotic, sends it central, and a little bit of calm starting to form here in the middle of game number 7.
Yeah, I feel like Carmichael will be a lot happier about that than Team BDS will. BDS need a little bit of chaos to unfurl. It's too clean right now. That's where Carmichael beat them. Exotic used almost all of his boost to get there, but does so much with it. An absolute boatload. It's gone high. Monkey Moon takes out the respawning vatira. Charlie can't quite get that second touch. The BDS counter looks most dangerous for them, but has that been an overcommit? It's open! Back! No, there's not! BDS counter looks most dangerous for them, but has that been an overcommit? It's open! Back! No, there's not! One mistake too many!
We saw the composure in game number 6 from BDS, and
one mistake too many! But has that been an overcommit? It's open! Back! No, there's not! One mistake too many!
We saw the composure in game number 6 from BDS, and then they send 2 players erroneously towards that ball. 3 minutes elapsed, only 1 goal gone in, and now Carmine Corp are allowing themselves to celebrate. Ferrer tells them, calm down, boys. Still 2 minutes remaining, and we've seen what the late game looked. Ferrer tells them, 1 goal, 2 players, error. We saw the composure.
Open! Back! No, there's not! One mistake too many!
We saw the composure in game number 6 from BD.
One mistake. Counter looks most dangerous for them, but has that been an overcommit? It's open! Back! No, there's not! One mistake too many!
We saw the composure in game number 3. Celebrate. Ferrer tells them, calm down, boys. Still 2 minutes remaining, and we've seen what the late game looks like between these 2 titans.
Oh, Charlie couldn't quite squeeze it in. Monkey Moon is way off target. Another chance for him. Rise now is up. You can't worry about it. You got to keep on going, Monkey Moon. You have to stay behind this ball. It could have been 1-1 straight away.
15 seconds elapsed since that goal, and it has been that BDS pressure coming through. Drali with a flick, but vatira is well versed in that 1v1 play. Monkey Moon central. Drali will be there again. These bumps from BDS starting to look desperate, but that is exactly where you end up finding that they do land.
Carmine Corp covering their backboard time after time. It is just not a target for Team BDS. Monkey Moon now. He wants to get it over the top of Atto. Can't do it. Exotic has to clean up for him. Time just beginning to fade away for Team BDS. Touches like that over Rise are going to be so important for them.
Minute 15 and a flick central sees vatira leave that ball and Exotic pick it up. Stopped in the midfield by Atto, then has to block again. 2 players blocked from it. Rise, the only man to it. The double tap is there for him, but as is Drali.
Nerves of steel from the new man for Team BDS. More defending to come though. Monkey Moon over the top. Atto's coming in. Could kill it here, but Monkey Moon lands on the ball. Gets it towards Rise at least. Where's the defense gone? Left and right. In search of boost. vatira shoots. Charlie saves again.
Unabating pressure, and Carmine Corp still can't get it through for their second goal. On target for Atto. Another save for Monkey Moon, but BDS need to work their magic and get it out of their own half.
Drali, up the wall. Here he comes. The mechanical man, the 1v1 master. He's the player Team BDS need here. Monkey Moon is trying to approach. 20 seconds separate Carmine Corp and perfection so far from Europe. That mistake might make things easier for them, but still they survive. Charlie's there. He has a clean chance for a dribble. 10 seconds, Stumpy. Exotic goes long. Can this bump come in? Oh, it's so close. Monkey Moon now. Exotic there. He bounces there. Monkey Moon shoots and scores.
Late game heroics have been the absolute death of both teams in this series, and Monkey Moon gets it round vatira. 2 seconds remain. Surely we see an overtime between these 2 titans on this kickoff. Ever so important. The right-hand side sees Rise go up high with boost, with a reset. Atto 3 jumps, spiked to the ground. This is overtime for the tournament.
You gotta love it. Game 7 overtime in the grand finals. Vatira lines up a flip reset. Exotic should be able to block this one away, but KC start off the OT better.
10 seconds in, but look, it's already that KC pressure. Atto up high, just wants to get one touch in. That goes awkward for Monkey Moon. Doesn't need to make the touch and ends up progressing down the pitch completely backwards. Rise, challenging versus Exotic. Left-hand side, Atto awkwardly rotating around, gets one, gets two, but ends up falling back into the corner.
Lovely bump there, play from Atto. Monkey Moon is all alone there to clear this ball away. He tees up Exotic, Drali just waiting. Can he conjure anything up? He goes for it. Atto gets the block.
So we approach this first minute gone in the overtime. It's now BDS with pressure. Now Monkey Moon with a catch, with a dribble round. Sees a player central. Unfortunately for him, it's Atto. Exotic dribbling towards that back corner. Again, we're seeing a little bit of calm start to approach right before this storm hits full force.
As said before, though, Carmine Court will be more than pleased with that. That's how they want this overtime to go. All calm and collected. Bit of chaos from BDS brewing, maybe. Exotic is up all alone. He goes for the shot, but Rise gets the save.
Rise now finding Atto. Central finds Rise. Only a 50 in the midfield with Drali. Monkey Moon with a lot of boost here, a lot of ambition to get yet another win underneath his belt. Drali challenges versus a single defender, but that single defender is Atto, and he's not letting it squeak through.
Charlie's trying to get some bumps and demos on his way out, but instead, he just has to settle for the boost. Target hit, Vatira somehow stays tall.
Got slapped about in his own net and still stayed in the perfect position to save it away. Atto with a reset, tries to go low, but blocked out again by Monkey Moon. We approach 2 minutes. Vatira approaches the net, gets the bump, but Exotic with sheer determination can keep it out.
Nerves of titanium there to bait the bump, stay grounded, somehow get the save. BDS remain alive, but for how long? Vatira has Rise to his right. It's the age-old duo, and he almost wigs it in. Monkey Moon approaches. He arrives at the near post. The continued target. Atto! He gets the goal. Carmine Corp get their second open qualifier in a row.
Carmine Corp remaining unbeaten in main events, battling the
continued target. Atto! Monkey Moon approaches. He arrives at the near post. The continued target. Atto! He gets the goal. Carmine Corp get their target. Atto! He gets the goal. Carmine Corp get their second open qualifier in a row.
Carmine Corp remaining unbeaten in main events, battling the greatest BDS that we have seen so far this
fire in a row. Carmine Corp continued target. Atto! He gets the goal. Carmine Corp get their second open qualifier in a row.
Carmine Corp remaining unbeaten in main events, battling the greatest BDS that we have seen so far this season. But the Kings stay on top of Europe, and that is going to be the fifth RLCS regional, the fifth RLCS win in any tournament for
They were second last year, and they second again this year, chat. God damn it, ain't you tired of being second, chat? Hey, man, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Handshakes and congratulations.
Yes,
come out between player and coach.
We own BDS, chat. This is all I was saying when the mic was turned off, man. We own BDS, man. I love seeing Vatira jump around being lit as he would when they got the dub. Let's go, man.
Outrageous that we
Let's
have
go.
the quality
Heartbreaker
of
for
teams
BDS, man. I fuck with
fighting
BDS
at
for
the
real.
top, and that's then when
You
you,
know
don't
what I'm
even
saying?
consider
But
the
like,
vitality
damn.
aren't there, the gentle
KC
mates
on top.
aren't there either. The
No
oxygen
one.
didn't make it up there.
No
That
one.
was a Game 7 thriller, overtime, golden goal.
Come on, bruh.
What on earth? Well done
shit.
to Carmine Corp, to every single
Great
person
fucking game,
that
man.
went for
Oh,
Carmine
shit.
Corp in the
Damn.
predictions all over the place, whether it's channel points, whether it is just in your hearts too. And BDS put on an incredible
on my grind,
fight
try to learn how to
against,
flip
as we've been
reset,
saying
chat.
the entire time,
But
the
much
Titans
love.
of Europe.
Much
It's the second
respect.
time in a row that Team BDS have taken Carmine Corp
Let's
to
fucking
game.
go, chat. I was saying, man, I see Waddle, chat, like that was like one of, if not the greatest grand finals ever. Cause you gotta think, man, like going goal for goal, game match for match. I won 2 matches. The BDS come back. They win two matches. BDS win another match. Then, boom, KC won a match. We tied up 3-3. We're going to game 7. I get a goal from KC. BDS get a goal. Boom. We is even out, bro. As even as you can be. It come down to 1 goal in overtime to win it all. KC get it. Like somebody said, chat, now that's a grand final. Look at it right here. Now that's a grand final. Y'all see it? Now that was a finals. Both teams look lights out. Yes, sir. I agree. KC versus BDS is becoming a rivalry everyone was hoping G2 versus Gen G would have been. Listen, bro. Listen. NA, unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say this, ain't nowhere near as good as Euro. Like, you seen it last year, man. NA has to... I don't want to say it. I hate to say it. As NA has to find a super team for their region in order to compete with EU. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have top-notch players all on one team in NA in order to compete with EU. If not, and they just gonna keep looking like they not at the bottom, but they just gonna keep looking like they can't match up with EU. That's all it is. It's plain and simple. It's just how it go. I love EU. I love NA. They're my two countries right there. You know what I'm saying? I was learning French. I'm still in the process of learning French. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, don't take me as a stupid motherfucker. That's what you won't do. That's what you ain't gonna do, is take me as a stupid, dumb motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But, like, in order for NA to compete with EU, they gotta build some kind of super team on the NA side, and they just don't want to do it because they want to be able to compete with NA, or in the NA. They want to be able to compete, like, alongside each other and not look like, or not go through the North American bracket just dominating all this light work, you know what I'm saying? But in order to compete with EU, you gotta look at the bigger picture, man. You gotta look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the big picture, chat. You know what I'm saying? NA, you gotta look at the big picture. We get down to the RLCS World Championship, and y'all can't match up because y'all didn't want to build a super team just because y'all felt like y'all didn't want to breeze through NA. Fuck NA at this point. We got to be EU. You know what I'm saying? So, like, chat, it is what it is. Much love, much respect, though. I'm gone, man. That'll do it for the stream. Y'all look out for these videos on my YouTube channel. Go like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's popping up on YouTube ASAP.
Niggas, they don't know the grind like me. The struggles I've been through and all the money I done seen. I've been grinding hard. I've been working all week just to make a check. I'm barely making ends meet.